What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another mobile gaming video. Today we're talking about a brand new officer that has joined Age of Origins. Thank you Age of Origins for sponsoring this video. Let's break it down. In celebration of the 5th year anniversary of Age of Origins, a brand new officer has reached the game. It is Eric, and he is a brand new Drillmaster. I will go over his abilities, how you go about unlocking him, and where do I think he ranks as far as officers are concerned. So this is him. He does have a little red panda, and I gotta be honest, little red panda on a motorbike, it's kind of cute, man. It is kind of cute. Okay, so I have unlocked him. It is relatively cheap to unlock if you're going through an Age of Z coins route. Otherwise, you have to kind of get a little bit lucky, and I think he has now been added into the recruitments, but don't take my word on that. Give it a couple of days, give it a couple of weeks to see if he actually goes to that elite recruitment pool. So, breakthrough skill. This is the skill that you unlock when you hit 5 stars. Obviously, that's a little while away right now. 2 soldier types with the most units have 30% chance of making their target fall into the burning status for 2 seconds, dealing 30% damage. Okay, so essentially, when you've got your 2 highest stacks of units whenever they're attacking, there is a percentile chance that the target that they're attacking is going to go into burning, dealing 30% damage. It's a pretty decent ability. Then you've got the EMP Pulse Wave. This is the first ability that is automatically unlocked whenever you unlock the character. The Red Panda casts an EMP Pulse Wave, reducing all enemies' troops' HP and defense for the first 20 seconds of battle by a percentile that is influenced or modified by your mastery. So the more stars you get, the more XP that you provide to your officers, the higher this ability is going to go. That's true with all skills across the board. Now, these legendary type officers do not have skills that you allocate to them. They have skills that they are given. This is one of the unique skills that he has, and it is pretty decent. Decreasing the enemy's HP and defense by for the first 20 seconds by a percentile is actually very, very useful if you use it in conjunction with things like Simon and Maria, for example. So let's take a look at his next level ability. This one is a pretty universal skill for these legendary level officers. You get the intensive medical training level 1. Essentially, that means that the number of wounded units that you can actually hold and take back with you when you send out warriors to battle is increased by a certain number that is influenced once again by your mastery. It's a useful one to have because it means that you'll be able to retain your troops. So when you push out into battle and you get injured, you'll be able to keep them instead of just losing them outright. The level 3 is the long range weaken level 1. Essentially, enemy long range troops have got decreased attacks. This is again modified by your mastery level. It's great. We're decreasing their HP and defense at the start of the battle. We are burning them potentially whenever we're attacking with our 2 largest troop stacks. And then also the oncoming damage that we receive from long-range troops is decreased, as well as the mid-range. So mid-range and long-range troops both get decreased. Now, you do need to have a minimum of 4 stars to unlock that final one for the mid-range. The long-range gets unlocked at 3 stars, but still very good abilities. Now, how do I think that this ranks compared to the rest of the drill masters? Because that's what we're really looking at. Now, I can have up to 4 slots of officers here. In my opinion, Maria still remains to be, in my opinion, the best sort of legendary officer, and that's because this Eagle Eye skill over here, Eagle Eye Detection, is multiplying the attack of all of our troops by a flat modifier, and I feel like this overall is the best universal sort of level 1 skill. So I would say that Maria is still absolutely clutch. People like Simon, again, open fire over here is increasing our damage output in the first 20 seconds. Great when paired with Eric. Not sure what is better overall. I would imagine that Eric's ability beats out Simon's ability just because I feel like it would let us punch up more. If we're going up against enemies with higher skill ratings or higher troop counts and higher stats on their troops, being able to decrease their stats, their HP and defense, offers a little bit more value than simply increasing our own attack output. I do very much still like Catty. Catty does have another doge over here, another useful skill as her level 1 skill, essentially reducing the attack of all enemy troops by a multiplier based on her mastery. That is also very, very useful. Let's actually go ahead and just spend our remaining officer XP just over here, increasing her skills just a little bit. And when it comes to sort of the rears and the common officers that we might be able to place down, I really don't feel like they offer enough or bring enough to the table to warrant not using Eric right now. So I definitely say Eric is one of the better officers for the Drillmaster sections. Obviously, my favourite is still Maria. Simon is great, Catty is great, but Eric, I think, is probably a solid second. So let's talk about how we actually go about unlocking him. There are a couple of ways that you can unlock him. The chief way is through the Prepare Quartermaster over here. However, there is also a one-time purchase pack that you can get. I'll show it on the screen in a second now, that offers the best value. It gives you the 10 shards that you need in order to unlock him, but it also does give you a very good value. It's only about 600 AOZ coins, and you get a little bit of officer XP and that sort of business. So I do recommend you guys go ahead and buy that if you've got the spare coins. This spin cycle, it's okay. You get one free spin at the start. After that, you have to go ahead and purchase the spins for AOZ coins. Now, your likelihood of actually landing on an Eric shard is pretty slim. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a 1 in 12 chance. So with 10 spins, you don't even have a guaranteed one shard. I think I did about 50 spins in total, or you can see up here actually, 66 spins in total. And I think from all of those spins, I probably only got about 5 or 6 shards of Eric. So it wasn't a great turnout for me. However, as you'd use those, you do actually gain additional shards here. These are sort of like the guaranteed shards. So it's up to you guys. I'm not going to really recommend you throw a bunch of AOZ coins at this, but if you really do want to star him up to try and get him to that max level, it is going to cost quite a bit, and this isn't even enough, I don't think, to get him to 5 stars, and you need to do 500 spins, which is, of course, quite a bit of money. So I'm not going to recommend necessarily people do that. The first bonus pack that you can get, absolutely, totally worth it. You've also got him here in the limited time deals, I believe, Hero Strike. So you see these oftentimes with new, or not even just new officers. These go on routine cycle. You can get a couple, but the value here I don't feel is as good. Yes, you get other things like you get gold and you get some elite recruitment orders, you get some officer XP, you get some resources and you get some fireworks. It's okay, but in order to get just a flat unlock, you'd need to go all the way up to the 1500s. So we're talking about 2,500 AOZ coins. If you've got the capacity or if you have the desire, I would say that this is probably one of the better ones, but you might as well just use the spins at that point, I feel. So that's how you go about unlocking him. I think he is pretty decent overall. He's one of the better officers in the game, and it's all part of this 5th year anniversary. So if you head over to, where is it? Just down here, the Anniversary Gala. This is where you can find him. This is obviously the Quartermaster spin. The new Drillmaster, this is the pack that we bought earlier. 10 shards there and a little bit extra. It is actually pretty good value. You've got a little memory thing over here that sort of goes over everything that you've sort of done over the last however long you've been playing. It's quite cute to have a look in. There's unique sign-in bonuses, of course, that'll just give you just that little bit extra, and at the end we're actually going to be gaining some Catty fragments, which I'm actually quite excited about, truth be told. And then you've got the Starlight Ceremony and the new journey, which is coming in 2 weeks roughly. So let me know, guys, what do you think about Eric as a brand new officer? I think he's actually pretty good. Have you unlocked him? And how's your day going? Until the next time, guys, peace out and big love.